What you saying, bruv? What you saying, bruv? It's back again, drinking my coffee in my system, bruv. One of them ones there, bruv, you know? It's very cold and shit, bruv, so I gotta have my coffee, you know what I mean? Oh, man. Don't forget to like the video. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe and hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying, bruv? It's one of them ones there, bruv. Alright, peoples. Alright, so I'm back. This is the real welcome to United, Soccer USA. This is the real Jermaine Johnson bringing it to you live from the US. I was putting on a little British accent there, but you know what I'm saying, bruv? But yeah, it didn't work out too good for me. But yeah, man. So again, please like my video. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can always get my videos when they pop up. I'm going to be doing at least 2 or 3 videos a week for Manchester United and keep you guys abreast of what's going on. So I'm here to talk to you about a few things today. Manchester United can grab top 4. There's a lot of things up for grabs this week. We've played 9 games. If you look at the current standings right now in the English Premier League, you'll notice that Manchester United are sitting on 16 points with 9 games played. We have a game in hand from teams above us. And so, if we win a game tomorrow versus West Ham, that will give us 19 points. That's tied with Chelsea. Chelsea's sitting in 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, right now, with 19 points. We could be tied with them. But of course, we'll be 4th because we have because of goal difference. But you get the point. So Ollie, who's the coach, current coach of Manchester United, has, some huge decisions to make this weekend. We have to grab top 4. So, what does he need to do? Well, he needs to look at the players that's been very consistent for us all season. Unfortunately, there's only a very small handful of players that's been consistent. The key thing is he needs to start players that he knows up front that will score goals. And I hate to say it, but Cavani is in his, he's on the wrong side of 30. But he's very experienced and he can score goals. So I would love to see him up front pressing that West Ham defense, because I know they're going to press us. And so when they press, you hit the ball over the top or you hit the ball in the midfield and you quickly get it down one of the wings to cross it in. And Cavani can use his head very well. So I hope to see him in the middle or up front as a center forward. As far as the midfield, I don't know if Van de Beek ankle went down. I know his ankle was swollen the last few games, but I'm hoping that he's a little bit healthier. But the key thing is, number 1 is we have a chance to grab top 4. Now, if you move on to the next game also right after that, which is Tuesday versus Leipzig, we're all tied in that Champions League group with 9 points. We have a chance right now of going there and even getting a draw. We don't have to get the win, but we cannot lose the game. We have to get a draw or we have to win the game. Okay? And we can move on to the round of 16 in the Champions League. So, 2 big things coming up for this week, okay? That Manchester United could go in there with their hearts on their shoulders, on their sleeves, and roll their sleeves up and go to work. We can grab top 4, and we can go into the round of 16 in the Champions League. Number 2 is Manchester United round of 16 in the Champions League. Now, that is going to be huge for us. Just imagine, if all the adversities we've been through all season, we still managed to go to the Champions League round of 16. How amazing that would be for the boys, and the lads. So, as they say in England, the lads, right? So, yeah, I definitely am looking forward to this Leipzig game. I know the boys are going to be coming out for that. Ollie, please, 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 please pay attention to your subs, pay attention to tactics. Please get up off your bench. Stop looking at your iPad or your tablet, whatever it is that you look at during the games. You're basically watching the game at the game. Is what it looks like on TV, anyways. But be involved in the game. Be on the sidelines. Read the game. Ali, you used to come off the bench. You were known as a super sub back in your day, which means you should know how to read a game before you go into a game and impact a game. If there needs to be a sub, Ali, don't let the entire globe see it before you do. We have a chance, Ali, of going into the round of 16 and doing some work. Honestly, there's no elite teams in Europe this year. I don't see any team that's like, okay, oh man, they're really above the rest. Besides maybe Bayern Munich. And even them, they look a little rocky. Liverpool, they lost Van Dijk. They've lost Gomez. They've lost so many players. Liverpool is on the ropes. Chelsea, I don't know. They're very inconsistent. Okay? Barcelona with Messi and the whole drama with him wanting to leave and he was suing them. And, there's a big drama going on with them. Okay? Real Madrid, we don't even know if they're going to make it through to the round of 16. They're losing games. Hazard can't stay healthy. I feel bad for him because he was one of my favorite players. Even though he's a Chelsea player, I still respect him. But for the life of him, ever since he left Chelsea, he just cannot stay healthy. So I don't see any... What I'm getting at is Manchester United has a chance of doing damage. You just never know. They might just fall right into the finals of the Champions League because it's so wide open this year. Just imagine if like a team upsets Bayern Munich. Then what? It's like it's wide open. Anyone could win, right? So we got to get into it. So again, number 2, the round of 16. We got to get there and we got to go to work, guys. We got to get it done. Now, number 3. We need consistent formation, starting lineups, and tactics. Every single game, it feels like, since the season started, or has started, Ali has been just bouncing off the wall. Now, I understand you cannot be consistent when there are injuries to your squad. I totally understand that, okay? But it seems like every game we're trying to figure out who to play and who not to play and this, and it's like, oh, it's exhausting. Okay, we have to look. We were going all crazy during the summertime to buy Jadon Sancho for over 120 million. The fans were like, "Oh yeah, you should buy him. Buy him for what? Why should we buy Jadon Sancho for that huge price when we have current wingers in the team?" When I mean current wingers, well, Mason Greenwood, the jury's still out as far as what position he's really good at. I'm not, for myself, sure. I know he's a clinical finisher, but he doesn't know how to pass the ball yet. Sometimes he's very selfish. He wants to take on a shot when it's an obvious pass to his left or his right, and he doesn't know how to head the ball very well. So the jury's still out as far as, and his body's still developing. He's a teenager, for God's sakes. He's going to develop. He's going to get muscle. So the jury's still out as far as Greenwood. But we do know Rashford could play on the right. Martial could play on the left. Those are wingers. Okay? What we need is center forwards. Do we have one right now in the squad that can stay healthy and score goals? Yeah, Cavani. If we manage him right, this guy could be the guy that we need. Okay? You just have to watch his fitness level and his stamina, throughout the game. If he gets tired, why not bring on Igalo before he leaves? We have the option. We just need to have a center forward up front that can put a body on these defenders. Martial and Rashford falls over the minute you touch them. They can't be number 9s. Okay, they're wingers. So, Ali, you have to be consistent with your formation. Okay, if you're going to be the diamond and play the diamond, do that. You can't be protecting the slow center backs that we have in the squad. Ali has a favoritism and it pisses me off. He's protecting Maguire. Since Maguire signed, I don't know what Maguire did for Ali, but it seems like his name is the first one on the starting lineup. Every single game. Okay? He's a very slow defender. So in an isolation 1v1, for example, even that PSG game that we just played, just imagine Mbappe or Neymar isolating on Maguire. It's over. A couple little dribbles and they're off the races. They're gone. Maguire's gonna have to grab them, foul, or whatever, or get a card. So Ali keeps playing these CDMs ahead of them, and that takes away from our going on the front foot. So we have to be consistent, Ali. You have to play Van de Beek, in my opinion. We have to screw this. Why not play one of the fast, center backs that we have? We have Tuan Sabi. We have Bay. They can run. Play one of them. You made a mistake by putting Maguire as a captain. That's first of all. And because you put him as a captain, you feel as if you can't drop him. And because we paid so much money for him, 80 million, now it's even more pressure. But if we have a consistent formation where the center backs are reliable, they're fast, they can get the ball out, and we have a holding midfielder, and then we have also one box to box like a Van de Beek or a Pogba, guys who want to go up front, we will be fine. And then you put the wingers so we can space the field out. We can put Dan James on one of the wings. We could put Martial, Rashford. We could put Cavani up front. We can even have a false nine with Cavani and Bruno, being false nines up front. There's so many tactics you could use here. We know West Ham is going to press. Okay? So we have to have a consistent formation and consistent tactics. Number 4. Now, it's a big week coming up. We have a big week as far as games coming up here. Big week, big game tomorrow with West Ham, as I said before in the video. And we have a big game with Leipzig. I feel as if Pogba has something to prove. And Cavani as well has something to prove. Cavani, didn't look particularly happy when he was taken off versus PSG, and I totally understand why. He was playing his old team. He almost scored. He just dinked the crossbar. If he had scored that would have been a brilliant goal, and he would have been on the field. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, woulda, whatever. It's Monday morning quarterback at this point. But the point is, Cavani and Pogba, I believe, has a role to play in one of these two games. And so I think it's going to be the Pogba and Cavani show. I'm predicting that they will be doing something huge. They will do something huge in one of these games, or even both. So just watch out for the Pogba and Cavani show. Now, Pogba, there's been a lot of, dark clouds kind of floating over his head all season, because every single time we have one of these international breaks and everyone kind of feels calm and they get to fly away and go see family in their respective countries. Pogba in particular, every time he goes back to France, which is where he's from, I guess he feels a little bit of relief. One of those could be because he's speaking to people that speaks French. And sometimes when you're speaking to someone in your own native language, there's a little bit of comfort there, right? So he's not trying to speak English and trying to put on a British accent. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I think when he goes back home, he gets a little bit relaxed, and he just takes his put his boxing gloves on and just start firing shots. And I think he's made a little comments that kind of raised some eyebrows about him wanting to leave and open to leaving the club, and it would be nice to play here and nice to play there. And so it's definitely kept that dark cloud over his head, if you will. But I feel like he has something to prove, okay? And I've heard someone say this, and be careful what you wish for, because Pogba still has something in the tank. Now, I'm open to selling Pogba. I'm not going to be a hypocrite about that. I think Pogba should have been sold 2 years ago. But definitely sell him in January or in the summer. But for the time that we have him, I think he still has something in the tank. As far as Cavani is concerned, he's already shown us he's clinical. Those goals he scored versus Southampton, those headers. How many center forwards, how many players in the world scores those goals? Not many. So he's a clinical player. We definitely need him. And so, like I said, Cavani and Pogba show, watch out. Number 5, and this is my last topic for today. Number 5, where the heck are Greenwood and Martial? Now, Mason Greenwood and Martial, for some reason, have had a really sluggish start to the season. I remember someone having a sluggish start to a season for Manchester United. His name was Cristiano Ronaldo. If you guys remember that guy. Yeah, that guy. He had a really slow start in 2007, 2008 campaign. That season, remember that season, guys, where he couldn't score a goal to save his life. Then he had a red card in the second game. I know I'm dating myself here, going back in 2007, but he was lost. I'm not comparing Cristiano Ronaldo to Martial and Greenwood. But what I'm getting at is they're Manchester United players, okay? And so there's still hope is what I'm getting at for those guys. Between those two guys, we should be getting a combined at least 30 goals from those guys. Mason Greenwood had over 18, 19 goals just last season. He had a very rocky off-season. You know, we all remember he was called up for his debut with England. Everyone was happy for him. I was even telling my wife, she was like, yay, Greenwood, we all love him. And then, he decided to get spooked by these chicks. So hopefully he'll learn from that because they were able to put him on blast and upload videos. And, he got himself in some trouble there, him and Foden from Man City. But anyways, so Greenwood, he's been kind of, maybe mentally he's affected right now. But hopefully this man will come back. So Ollie, please don't give up on Greenwood. I know he's a talented player. He just has to keep his head up a little bit, both on and off the field. Because honestly, sometimes Greenwood gets the ball and he's right on top of the box, or maybe he's in the box, in the 18-yard box, and he's looking to shoot the ball all the time. When you see an obvious pass on his left or obvious pass on his right, so he still needs to learn sometimes just to maybe fake the shot and maybe pass it off or something like that. But his game is going to evolve, and I think people like Cavani will definitely benefit and help him. As far as Martial, oh man, everyone was blaming Fred for that loss that we suffered to PSG in the Champions League a few days ago, and everyone was blaming Fred, including myself. I didn't really blame Fred. I blamed Ollie for keeping Fred on the field. That led to the red card. But what if Martial, and again, we're Monday morning quarterback in here, but what if Martial had scored the goal, that sitter that he missed? I mean, he was right in front of the goal. All he had to do was just hit the ball in the net. And for some reason, he pulled off the Raheem Sterling did last year, where he kicked it over the bar from right in front of the goal. So something's going on there with him. I'm not sure. I'm not a psychologist, obviously, but I've dealt with people with mental issues, and maybe something is wrong with both him and Greenwood mentally. I just don't know. Sometimes you make you wonder, people making millions a year, and yet they have mental issues, and you're like, why, bro? Like you're just go on your account and check your balance, and that should be enough to make you play, right? But I guess maybe not. Maybe money can't solve everything. It solves a lot. It checks off a lot of boxes, but sometimes mental boxes needs more than that. But where the hell are those two players? Martial and Greenwood need to step up. We need production from you guys. We need some assists. We need some goals. So, again, guys, please like my video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, guys, and remember, United Soccer USA, baby. It's your boy Jermaine Johnson, man. Let's go, Manchester United. Manchester United. Yeah, United. I'll see you guys later. You guys take care. Peace.